Hello, Vegas. How are you? I've been waiting for a recap. Well, well, well. Well, well. A recap you shall have. Thank you for the thumbs up out there in thumb up land. I sure appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, everyone. Right off the get-go, I see some people are out there signing the guest book. I really appreciate that so much. Talking points. Made myself some notes. Made myself some notes. Made myself some notes. Some notes. And made myself some notes with my pen. You know when I write down some notes for myself. Well, got the notes, got me some notes. Because you know I don't want to forget things. Sometimes I forget things. Sometimes I forget things. I do hope everyone is out there having an early afternoon, a pleasant one. I have to tell you, it is so rainy here in Central Florida. Everyone out there in guest book land, thank you again for signing the guest book. Thank you all. If anyone out there would not mind sharing this out to their friends and letting people know that we are live on the air, that's always nice too. Kathy, hello Kathy. Voomba, good morning cutie from the West. How are you? How are you, Voomba? Voomba is in the house tonight. Voomba, will you tell people that we're live? And we're going to be talking about the Not So Merry Christmas List. The Not So Merry Christmas List. Share, everyone, share. The Not So Merry Christmas List. The Not So Merry Christmas List. Listen, apparently there's a lot of Grinches in the neighborhood. Doing good, honey bunny. Yes, we'll tweet it. Thank you. I know it's a very odd hour to have live stream, but you know I have things to do. Carla and friends, thank you, thank you. Good to see you, Carla. Here comes a few people. Here comes a few regulars. Carla and friends. Floor, hello, how are you? Like I said, I know it's an odd time for people. Really, no matter where you are in the time zone, it's an odd time. But like I said, I have things to do, and I've had things to do. Ooh, so listen, we're just gonna get to it here in a few minutes. I'm gonna give a couple more minutes for a few people to show up. You know, some Johnny come latelys, Another fabulous look, Mallory. Love the entire ensemble. Do you love the ensemble? I don't know that I call it an ensemble. I don't know that I call it an ensemble. Molly's Fupa came to support you, give you a thumbs up, and sign the guest book. Well, thank you, Fupa Palooza. I certainly appreciate that. Fupa Palooza is supporting Miss Williams today. It doesn't get any better than that. I do hope you stick around and listen to all the not so Merry Christmas List drama. Ash Come Lately is checking in. Ash274 Come Lately is checking in. Thank you, Ash. If you could let some people know that we're over here. Can you do that for us, Ash? Because I know Ash knows everybody. Ash274 knows everybody. Look, Ash. I've got paper. Paper in hand. Yeah, paper, girl. Thank you. Thank you, next. Hello, how are you? How are you? Notes to myself. But still, nonetheless, they're notes. They are notes. Notes to myself to keep things rolling. Listen, I do hope this moment finds you all well. I truly do. We are going to be talking about this Christmas list that seems to be the topic at hand. Who would have figured? It's only November 5th, people. Can you imagine? It's only November 5th, and people are up in arms over this Christmas list that apparently Miss Diane plans on having, which I perceive as her second annual Christmas list extravaganza. Let me say that again. Diane is having her second annual Christmas list extravaganza. I think that's fair to say. I think it's fair to say. And apparently, buzz on the tube is, some people aren't too thrilled about that. Some people are not so thrilled about Diane's second annual gift list extravaganza. I don't know. I don't know, but we're gonna extravagant. German lady, say it, German lady. German lady, will you do me a favor? If you go live later, I want to hear it. Will you please say extravaganza in your kind of your Germanish accent and in that clarity in which only you speak, that particular bravado that you have? Will you please say the gift list extravaganza? Like, will you say it? Because I am sub to you, and I will be listening for it. Okay? Because I believe that's what it is. The second annual gift list extravaganza. Okay, so having said that, people, it appears to me that some people are not pleased with that. I don't know. Is it a black tie event? Is it very exclusive by invitation only, and perhaps some people weren't invited to participate in the ball? I don't know. Some very upset content providers in the neighborhood. Very upset. And that's what I'm gonna be talking about. The title of this stream, I believe, is, what's the title of my stream, people? The not so, I don't know, whatever it is. Merry gift list extravaganza. I don't know what it is. But y'all get the point. Oh my goodness. But it's only November 5th. Only November 5th. I don't know about any of y'all, but I haven't bought the first Christmas gift for anyone, right? I know a lot of you early birds out there, you got your Christmas shopping done already. You had it done by the end of September. But a lot of us we're a little late on the take. I'm a very later on the taker. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a later on the taker. I'm a last minute hustle. I like that last minute hustle. It's just kind of how it is for me. But a lot of people, they're not Christmas shopping yet. Hello, Hartley. How are you doing? Good to see you. They're not doing all that. But these people are nonetheless up in arms just by the mere mention of Diane's second annual gift list extravaganza. Woo! Listen. Who the hell does she think she is? It's not an, listen, I can hear it now. It's not an annual event. She only had it one time. That doesn't make it an annual event. How dare you, Mallory, call it an annual event? It's not an annual event. She had it one time. But she's now having it again. I've seen the advertisements for it. I've seen the advertisements for it. I believe there's a live stream about it. Like, I think it's happening tonight or something. I believe there's a whole showdown tonight that's going to tell everybody all about her second annual gift list extravaganza. So I think it's happening. So I think it is officially an annual event. Annual event. So here we are. Let me start with this. It's clipped. Hello. Good afternoon to you. Penny, hello. My question, who will be holding the cash for said Christmas gift? All right, let me just answer that real quick. No one is sending in cash for these gifts. I believe it can't be anything more. It can't, if somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but it can't be anything more than an Amazon wish list. It just can't be anything more than that. And people go to Amazon, they create a wish list on Amazon. If you don't know anything about wish lists on Amazon, go to Amazon and check out their wish list option, okay? Where you can create a wish list and people can buy things off that wish list for you anonymously and send them to you. They don't get your information or anything. They just purchase it and ship it to your house. That's how it works. So there's no exchange of cash. Nobody gets your personal information. So basically, you're just sharing out the links. So whoever's holding the second annual wish list extravaganza is, from my understanding, just sharing and collecting the links and giving them to people, sending links to the people who are willing to buy something for a stranger and have it shipped to their home. Okay? So no one is, listen, if it involved holding the cash, well, I'd be up there with I want to hold the cash. Send all the cash to me, darlings. So, you'd see me in the front of the line. Send the cash to me. I'm a neutral party. I'm Mallory Williams. Well, I would never take a dollar. Or would I? Ho, 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 ho. So no, there is no cash involved, people. No cash is exchanging hands. Trust me, if it was, I would be more involved. I'm a broke bitch. Do. Listen, that's just the way it is. So, listen, check out the gift list registry. It's like, listen, if you're a bride, let me just nail it down like this. Remember, you'd go into Macy's or something. If you were a bride, you'd go into Macy's, your favorite store, and you'd go step up to the little computer, and you're gonna go in and you're gonna select all your little wish list items on your bridal registry. Then you're gonna tell everybody you've invited to your wedding where you're registered at, and they're gonna haul their little asses up into Macy's or online. They're gonna find your registry, and they're going to select one of the items, and they're all going to look for the cheapest thing. Trust me, they're all going to look for the cheapest thing first that you selected, and then they're going to buy that. They're going to buy it because that's what was on your wish list. The same thing for the Amazon wish list, etc. It's the same thing. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Hello, Barnyard. How are you? Barnyard said, "You listen to me, Miss Williams, and you listen good. Diane is so effing pompous to try this shit. Well, I've never, Miss Williams. Who the hell do you think you are up here talking about Miss Diane's second annual gift list, wish list extravaganza? Who do you think you are, Miss Williams, talking about this extravaganza?" Good Lord. This is good. This is going to be fun. This is gonna be fun today, y'all. I'm in the mood. And I may or may not have had, I can't say it out loud. Can't say it out loud. I'll get in trouble. I may or may not have had something. We'll just put it that way. So this could be fun. Extra fun. Whew. Okay. Okay. Okay, vlogger puppet would be out there because I just said and I'm gonna try to mind my ums today. But listen, I can say them on occasion. I'm just gonna try to mind them and if I say that does not count. Does not count. I can say as many times as I want. I'm just gonna try to minimize the ums. Okay? I'll try to minimize the ums. Vlogger puppets does not like me to do the ums. He's like my mother. My mother does not like the ums either. When she watches my videos, because mothers just call it out. She says, you know, people think you're stupid when you say the all the time. You know that, right? And you're not stupid. So you have to stop doing that all the time. People think you're stupid. Only stupid people do the ums. I'm like, mother, stop it. Not stupid. Stop saying all the time then. I'm like, Jesus God. Only the moms. Only the moms, people, are just gonna turn loose on you. Okay, love your outfit, your aura, spunk, truth. Well, thank you, Valentine. That's what I need to hear it. Because Barnyard was in here cussing me out just a minute ago. Barnyard was just let me have it. So, Barnyard knows I love her. Barnyard knows I love her, and I'm just using her for friendly, what do you say, fodder right now? Barnyard is my girl. Now, if Mallory had a cup war, she should take a Tiffy poo and her little drinking donut cup, the little Dunkin' Donut cup to Woodshed. That's a damn cup. It is a damn cup. It is a damn cup. And I would, whoever had I would kick somebody's ass with that cup. All right. Let's just say this. Because let's just start, people, shall we? First and foremost, somebody called me. Somebody said I lost my effing mind. Someone said I lost my effing mind after my last stream. And I want to say who it was. Should I say who it was? I mean, it wasn't the worst thing that's been said about me, so I don't think it's hateful. If it was really hateful, I wouldn't say it. But do you think, put a 1 in the chat, should I say it? Listen, let's just, a 1, should I say it? A 2, should I not say it? Somebody said in somebody else's chat that I lost my effing mind for suggesting that we should just, listen, accept the fact that Diane is going to be Diane. Diane's channel is going to be Diane's channel. It is what it is. Support it, don't support it, love it, hate it, whatever. Move on. Okay, 1, you want me to say the name. 2, God, y'all are vicious. Y'all like, we want names, Mallory. Who said you effing lost your mind? Who said it? I saw it with my own eyes. Watch me be wrong. Watch me be getting my names crossed. But I'm not. Okay. It was a gal by the name of Ageless Beauty. Does anybody see her around? Anybody know Ageless Beauty? Familiar to me. We all know she returns someday. Yeah. It's ageless. Liberty, hello. There's my Liberty girl. Liberty, 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 Liberty. Isn't that some kind of insurance commercial? It stuck in my head. Liberty. German lady says, I like agers. I'm sure she's a lovely gal. I'm sure she's fine. Like I said, it wasn't awful. It wasn't like she cussed me out or something or called me trash. She just said, Mallory has lost her effing mind. If she thinks, I'm elaborating now, if she thinks for 1 minute we're going to turn our cheek when it comes to Diane and her second annual Christmas list extravaganza, where she's lost her effing mind. Anita Backrub, hello, hello. Give to your local charity, churches, and schools. Don't give to these liars on the internet. Liars! Don't do it. The closer to home, the better. Okay, speaking of giving to liars and on the internet and closer to home and all that stuff, listen. Can anybody out there, will anybody out there please from time to time drop my PayPal, please, my little tip jar as I call it, and drop my little Cash App as I continue through this, because as per usual, I, like any other content provider out there, do enjoy gratuities. And it, so if you would, I know not everybody is able or even willing, but for those of you who are, I definitely appreciate it. So you don't have to overdo it, anybody, but just on occasion, drop them out there so those links are out there. Remember, the Cash App is the $ Mallery, Mallery, not O-R-Y, E-R-Y, now, N-O-W. Okay, thank you. Those can be found in my About section if you need a copy and paste. Thank you. Anybody with a wrench who can do that for me. Okay, all right, so let me say this. The reason I brought up Ageless Beauty, and really not singling her out, I just thought it just gave me a chuckle. She lost her effing mind. Because I know she's not the only one that feels that way, right? I know she's not the only one that felt that way, and I knew, people would have their opinions on, listen, am I a stranger? Am I a stranger here to YouTube? Am I a stranger to how people operate, specifically in and around these communities? Am I a stranger to how people can hold a goddamn grudge? Am I a stranger to this? Listen. Come on. Am I a stranger? Hello, Melanie Riverside. Thank you for the message you gave me in my Twitter inbox. I'm sorry I didn't get back to it. I did see it, so I'll just give you your hello. I'm doing fine right here, right now. I just didn't get back to it, but do know that I seen it. Thank you. I will read every message that I miss here afterwards. I always do. Thank you. But I want to say this. My saying, or my coming to the conclusion that people are entitled to their channel, and even Diane, and the fact is she's going to have her channel. The fact is she has her channel. The mightiest of the mighty have tried to pull her down and take her down. Remember that guy? What was his name? Does anybody remember that guy? The big fella that he had like the 3-hour intros, for God's sake. What was his name? People would hang in his chat for 3 hours with his 3-hour intro. Oh, he was gonna pull Diane down. Hey, Machinista. He was just gonna slay Diane like the last dragon. Remember him? Come on, somebody tell me his name. What was his name? I need somebody to give me his name, right? He had like he had a co-host. I think he had a wife. Come on. Who was it, y'all? Who was that man? Be our guest. Thank you, JC. Be our guest. Was gonna take Miss Diane down like nobody's business. Was anybody there for that? Or are we just gonna sweep that under the carpet as though that Be Our Guest segment never happened, never took place? Oh, he was gonna get her on fraud charges to the IRS. He was gonna get her in every other direction. Knew where she lived, they're gonna out her, listen, people, listen. How far to be argued? Here's Diane. Here she is, people. Here's Diane. I'm still standing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So there she is. There's Diane, still working it. But not just has a channel. Not that she just has a channel. She's got her following. There's all these people. Still have, there they are. Hey, Diane. We love you, Diane. We want to be your membership, Diane. You see all those people in green, right? All those people in green. Diane don't care about, she's still Diane. And she's going to have her second annual Christmas list extravaganza. And there's not a goddamn thing you people are going to do about it. Right? Be Our Guest isn't going to swoop in and do anything about it either. Now, I'm just stating what is. This is my point, people. I am stating what is. And in my last video, I said mental health has got to come into play, specifically around the holidays. You people who just are enraged and just can't seem to take your teeth out of her ass, right? You just can't take your teeth out of the woman's ass. No matter how many weeks, how many months, how much time goes by, you're just sitting, boy, that ass must taste good. Me, I don't really like to taste ass. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not into it. I'm like, no, what's on the menu tonight? Ass. Ass. I don't want it medium rare, medium, well done. I'm gonna be like, I'm out. I'm not interested. But you people, I'm telling you right now, Liberty, tell me the truth. Tell me the truth, Liberty. Are you gonna bite into some ass and just savor it with every bite, week after week, month after month? I mean, you would think once you got a good taste of that ass, you would be like, I've had my fill. Even if it was some good ass, even if the ass tasted all right, right? How good could it be? There's other asses out there that's gonna taste better. There's gotta be better ass out there. In my opinion, if you like ass, it's your thing, try some other ass. Go eat some other ass. I'm telling you, YouTube has no shortage in ass. You want ass? It's an ass buffet out here in the ass crack of YouTube where we all exist. It ain't nothing but ass cheeks down here. Go take a bite. Go sample. It's just smorgasbord. Ass, 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 ass. Dumbasses, right? Dumbasses galore. You're in the dumbasses, take a bite, right? You're in the smart asses, take a bigger bite, right? You're in the loser asses, there you go. Get a doggy bag full. There's no shortage. There's an ass for every taste bud down here in the ass crack of YouTube. So I don't see where Diane's ass would just be worth holding on to for a year or even better, right? Think about it. Even Be Our Guest, got a few bites of that ass of Diane and was over it. Does that tell you something? The guy who slays every ass he gets, right? He eats ass and spits them out. That's what he does. That's what he's known for. Am I wrong? Right? He chomped, he got a bite, and he just couldn't swallow it. Just wasn't working. It was too much effort. It was too tough. Diane's ass was just too tough. Right? And that might piss a lot of people off. She's got a tough ass. It's not for the weak-hearted, right? That's some CNN shit. That's some ass when you see one of those CNN shows, right, where they're traveling the odds ends of the world and pulling out some damn snake head and snake balls or something and trying to eat it. You're gonna find Diane's right next to the snake balls, people. Here, try these snake balls. While you're at it, here's a piece of Diane's ass. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Right next to the snake balls, people. Oh my God, that's interesting. Oh, that is interesting. All right, so listen, enough about Diane's ass. You get the point. You get the point. But here's the thing. It is what it is. That does not mean I support Diane, right? No more than when Sloppy Molly was out in front of that house, yelling and screaming like a lunatic at the yellow brick house, right? The cement block home, telling the occupants that that house should burn down around them. You think I supported Roberta and her husband for whatever role they had in them? I didn't know them. I didn't know what was going on with them. But I did know Sloppy Molly was a hot ass mess, and I knew that wasn't right. That I could see wasn't right. So when I can say, listen, you gotta just step away from this stuff, right? Just take a breath, step away from the yellow brick house. That does not say, Ageless Beauty, for example, that doesn't mean I'm supporting. That's not saying that I'm supporting Roberta and telling them to give their son money. By the way, their dead son rotting away in the woods, go take your rotting son away and go send him to Bermuda. And it's the same way with this. Just because I'm calling out what is doesn't mean that I'm over there saying, oh yeah, I'm going to be part of the Christmas list or this or that, or I now support everything that Diane says and does or did. That's just not true. And I think it's very unfair for anyone to insinuate otherwise out of convenience, out of ignorance, whatever the case in their head. I prefer that people just listen to what I say and just take it for what it is. Certainly, it is not a full-fledged endorsement on anyone. It's just not really how I roll. And anybody that has ever listened to me speak, I'm not really a person that you have to dance around or guess where I stand on things. You don't really have to put a puzzle together as to where I am. I will admit that I have a very dry delivery at times, but you get it. After a few times of listening to me, you get it. And if you don't get it after a few times, I'm probably not the person that you should be clicking on to listen to. But most people, you get it. You get it. You get it. Okay, so there's that. I am not here to support any particular creator at this time. But I do believe that all creators have the right to exist if they have a following and they have a following that wants to participate with them and support them. If you do not, then you do not. I'm sure there's people out there who wish I would go away, right? There's people out there that says, damn, I thought she was gone. Here she is again. Here she is again, right? Well, there's people watching me. I got some people watching me, so what are you going to do about it? If I got 10 people watching, 5 people watching, or 90 people watching me, I have the right to be here. And it's the same holds true with Diane. You don't forgive her. You won't forgive her. It's not about forgiveness. It's just about moving on with your life so you don't go crazy. It's about, like I say, taking your teeth out of somebody's ass so that you can taste something else in life. For your own sake. Because trust me, after a while, somebody's ass just goes numb, right? And I'm sure this is the case with Diane. She don't feel none of this stuff no more. She don't feel any of this contempt and this resentment that's flung at her anymore. You have to know that. After all this time, she's built up an immunity to all this. So you have to know, no matter the fist shaking and the fist pounding and the yelling and the we're gonna outdo you and all this, it does not hurt her. It doesn't faze her. It changes no minds of the people that support her. The only ones that are slowly gonna go to the loony and lose their voices and tire their fingers out is her retractors. So stop retracting. In other words, stop struggling. Don't fight it. It's going to happen. Okay, there's where I'm at on that. Trust me, I'll see all of your disagreements. I'll see all of your disagreements, people. Truly will. Okay. Here we go. Think of ways to do good things with your own channels rather than trying to cut the legs off some. Okay, so let me say this. Let me go on to this part of my note. If you want to do good things with your channel, everybody out there, I'm listening. I hope you're listening. If you want to do good things with your channels, people, I applaud that. I think it's a wonderful thing, not only around the holidays, not just around the holidays, but when you can, as you can. But in this case, it happens to be the holidays. And if you want to do something around the holidays, and even if you want to make it an annual event, like Diane has chosen to do, if you want to make an annual event, even if it turns out to be a Christmas list extravaganza, because there certainly is no written law that only one person on YouTube can have a Christmas list extravaganza. But what I'm saying is, some people have said, for example, well, I don't think Diane should be leading the charge. I just don't feel, I feel something. I'm just not so sure that she should be in charge or she should be the one, at the helm. And here's the thing, people. It's not so much who you think should be at the helm or shouldn't be at the helm. Hear me out here. She's the one who stood up. I mean, like it or not, this woman is the one who stood up first. She stood up first and said, me. That's what she did on her channel. So what I'm saying to people, if you want to turn your channel into a do-gooding channel, if you want to use your channel for outreach in the community, you have to first stand up. And you've got to think of ways that you can stand up and be involved in your community that is outside and separate from the regular disputes, right? The regular discord. You've got to find a way to put that to the side sometimes and literally use your channel for good on a regular basis, if you can. But you have to be willing to stand up first. In whatever it is you want to do. What you really shouldn't be doing is waiting for someone else or standing by idly, minding your own business, doing your normal routine, right? And then when somebody you don't care for stands up and does what he or she is going to do, and then you have resentment for this particular person of any kind for any reason. Because you have resentment or contempt for this particular person, then and only then do you decide that you want to do something good. Which is basically what you're really doing is you want to cut the legs off of this person do-gooding. And to me, that's not the right reasons. Because I've heard a couple people say, you should just really, I don't know that they're doing it for the right reasons. Well, I'm telling you right now, I don't care who you are, whether I like you, whether I don't like you, standing up and just doing something like this, specifically to cut the legs out from under a person that you don't like, that's not a good reason. That's not an honest to God goodness reason to take on a do-gooding position. It just isn't. It's not a way to use your channel for good in a giving way. That's the fact. That's the fact. So think about that. You may not like what I say, but it's true. It's true. It is true. Okay. The holidays. The holidays are definitely a time to reflect, appreciate. You're going to be giving, right? It isn't a time to sit here and just beat each other over the head constantly. You know, it's like nothing great, no goodness is gonna come off the backs of bitterness and contempt and angry. Now, you could very well say, bull crap. We're going to be angry and bitter and we're going to be at war, but some people are going to get some free Christmas gifts out of it. You know what? That may very well be, but that's not goodness. There is shitty, nasty energy involved in that. And my position would be this. How desperate would anybody have? I mean, I get it. Some people are broke. But how desperate in here, in your soul, how desperate must you be, any of you, to submit a wish list under these types of pretenses when you have 2, 3, 4, 5 content creators, whoever they may be, behaving very out of sorts while pretending and standing upon these good deeds, these great deeds for the community? I don't think so. I think there's plenty of room for everybody to get their little Christmas stockings in order, do a little self-reflection, and just stop the madness. No one's saying people got to do kumbayas and hold hands and get together. But if you want to do something decent, now is the opportunity. Because you know what can happen here, people? Listen. I'm no life coach. Lord knows I'm no life coach. I don't live in a nice enough house to be a life coach. But if I were a life coach, I would probably say something to the effect like, now would be a time for the entire community to put down their craziness, their resentment, their bitterness, for their own benefit, It is the holiday season, right? Who wants to carry that into November, into Thanksgiving, into Christmas? Put it down, right? Some of these people have pretty sizable channels. And we all know there are a lot of people out there who are very generous with their time, with their money. And we know there are a lot of people out there that are struggling. So, I would work for the same, right? Do you know how many gifts could be placed under someone's tree if everyone started working for the same cause with the same focus, without the underlying anger and bitterness trying to drive their something? Because I'm telling you right now, way more can be collected and doled out and gift out with genuine kindness and decency and the excitement, the positivity and the excitement when we see the different channels raising, it would, dare I say, even make it a friendly competition, right? But that's how it should be, because it is the holidays. This is the holidays, people. Hold on, I'm raising up the chat. This isn't about Jesus to goodness. This is not about St. Jude. It's not about St. Jude. And you know what? This isn't about Sloppy Molly down there yelling at some dead boy's parents at their house. It's not about that either, right? It's not about anything that people did vile and questionable or nasty or out of sorts. It's not about anybody's sketchy doings, right? It's not about it. It's not supposed to be about it. It is supposed to be about giving, period. As far as this, it's not my community, you don't belong here in this community, stop the, you know what? That's third grade. And I know some of you are just fine to play third grade. I get it, right? But I would say this one time, try to elevate yourself beyond the third grade. Just try. Give it a whirl. What the hell? Give it a whirl. Elevate yourself beyond the third grade antics and tactics. And try to do something that is bigger than you, bigger than your YouTube gripes, bigger than your problems, bigger than your channel, right? Do something that's going to matter. Just do something that's going to matter for people. And then you know what? This will become, think about it. That in itself can become an annual event. That can become an annual event. And that can truly become a gift list extravaganza. So that's just something to think about. Now, am I a pessimist? Of course I am. Because I'm no stranger to these people. None of them. I know them all. I know them all. I know every player involved, right? I know a good many of them who chat and throw the fuel in the fire and all that good stuff. I know what I just said is a very tall order. And you know it too, right? You know it's a very tall order to get people to raise above themselves for the good of something bigger than themselves. And that's just something that we're just going to have to play by ear and see as it goes. But remember, we are only on November 5th. We're only in November 5th, and we have all of this going back. So I do this video in hopes that enough people see it, that maybe a few people it will resonate with, and maybe can carry this message. Maybe can just carry this message, encourage others that this really is bigger than a few players on YouTube. It is bigger than one person's resentment or another person's resentment. So there's that. Let's see what else we have. Bear with me. Want to make sure I get the good stuff. Think I hit that. I think I might have gotten everything. I'm really good. God, I'm good. I'm good. Okay, so let's just see where we're at. Let me read some comments now. Barnyard. Avumba says, I agree. This sounds like a do-gooder tactic to re-enter the community. Barnyard. Personally, I have people in my own family that I help out. It's all about the reason for the season and children. There you go, Barnyard. Someone said earlier, help close to home first. You know, I'm one of those people. It's hard for me to help outward when the truth is I've got nieces and nephews and cousins. You can bet your ass, right? Bet your ass that one or more of them are going to need help during the holidays in one way or another. Whether they're short money, whether they need an extra few gifts to make it even somewhere else. You know how it goes. If you got multiple kids, you need to have even gifts. And sometimes it's just hard financially to come up with even amount of gifts. So, you know, sometimes we got to pick up a couple extra gifts to even out somebody else's Christmas tree. You know, so that's just how it is with family. You know, Mallory, can you pick so-and-so up? I need something. Yes, I'll get something. So it's hard, like Barnyard kind of says, you know, not so many words, you know, you kind of got, it's hard to help outward when you haven't even taken care of inward yet. And so God bless the people that are in the position and able and willing to help outward. Just like the people, by the way, if somebody could, I just want to listen. Let me just put my little advertisement out one more time. Thank Midwestern Mary, hello. I, like any other creator, do work for gratuities. I know that not everyone is able or even willing, but for those of you who are, I certainly appreciate it, especially this time of year. So if anybody with a wrench could please drop my PayPal or my Cash App. Both can be found in my About section if you can copy and paste those, just so people have the links. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, Mr. Positive, how are you doing? Tiny Comedian, I was thinking about you last night. I was thinking, you know what? I haven't really reached out to Tiny Comedian. I've got to reach out to her soon. But Tiny, I've been so busy. I really have been. And last month and the month before, well, you probably know, I was just not available. All that good stuff. I don't know what was sick. I was attacked for giving hurricane victims. It's just nuts. Yeah, that's awful. That's awful. Kyle, how are you? Look at you catching me live. Liberty says my parents raised 6 kids. We are all educated and successfully adults, and they never asked for anything of anyone. Well, well, very good, Liberty. That sounds like a dream. Um, I don't have one. Mine was taken away, Will B says. Will, listen, I unwrenched several people. Um, and it was really because I unwrenched some people that I hadn't seen in a while. Don't take it personal. I just kept people that I saw more frequently. That's all. Um, yeah, but it's those people's issues, not mine. I missed you, girl. I've been checking on you. Thank you, Tiny. Ginger Locks. There's my girl, Ginger. How are you? You've just got the sweetest, calmest voice. I don't know if I've ever told you, but you do. It's just very calming. Oh, Lord. It's okay. All right, Will. Just to let you know, it wasn't pointed at you. Trust me. There was I wrenched a good amount of people. Just a bunch when I had a lot of people watching for a while and a lot of people stopped watching. So I had to unwrench a lot of people. That's all. Aaron, listening on lunch. Well, I hope you're enjoying it. I do hope you're enjoying it. That's good. Um, Barnyard, Mr. Positive. Oh, I missed you too. For a while there, we were in chats. Oh, I missed it. It faded out. I'm gonna let it go. Because she was talking to Mr. Positive anyway. Don't get me wrong, it was hard work, says Liberty, and a lot of cutting corners. We always gave to the needy, even though we were probably hand to mouth ourselves. Well, 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 Liberty. Sounds like a nice family. Sounds like a very squared away family. You're very fortunate. Um, Jerry, how are you? I have this problem with an employer who expects work from me, so I don't get here as often as I'd like to. Well, you tell that employer. You tell him that Mallory Williams said, listen. Listen! Jerry's going to need a few minutes off every other day to get her Mallory Williams in. Don't forget the listen, listen part. Right in his ear. Listen. Listen! That'll get his attention. That'll get his attention. Nocturnal, how are you doing? So good to see you. My oldest granddaughter set me up here. Set me up here. What does that mean? My oldest granddaughter set me up here. What does that mean? I will definitely tell my boss. Are you meaning your oldest granddaughter helped you get into this chat? Is that what you're talking about? I'm not confused. Listen, Linda. I have a wonderful family and I'm very blessed. My family is, that arrow's in my way, huge. Oh God. See, I don't have a very large extended family. It's more intimate but tight. I bet that during COVID, a lot of people's family members were affected financially. Oh, of course, Kyle, no doubt. Barnyard said, once again, Mallory, thank you for being the voice of reason and putting out such uplifting live. Well, I feel, Barnyard, I feel that somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to give the people a little bit of holiday lift, right? A holiday lift, a little bit of inspiration that they can go forward with and hopefully have a brighter YouTube experience, right? That's all I can really do at the end of the day. Hopefully make a few people laugh, invoke a couple thoughts, that's about all. I try. Nicole, no, you're not, I am late as always. Well, fashionably late is fine. If I ever get to catch these live, do you watch the replays though? You must go back and watch or listen to the replays. One of the good things about my one of the good things about my particular streams is I find, if I can say this without sounding too, I don't know, um, I find that I'm very good just to listen to. I think I'm ear friendly, to be honest with you. I've had, well, let's just say I've had a couple people tell me I'm ear friendly. So you don't necessarily have to sit down and watch me, because I don't do it. For instance, I don't do a lot of stopping and talking and stopping and talking to the side chat. I feel like I do that when for instance, I just think I do that just enough while keeping a listener, a potential listener for later in mind. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if you are trying to convey a message or trying to kind of, put down what you're putting down, but you're always stopping in mid-sentence to address Barnyard or Kyle or Nocturnal or Jerry, it really just breaks it up, and it would not be the same for the listener. So what I'm saying is, if you want to go back and just listen while you're doing dishes or riding in the car or something like that, it would probably be a pretty good experience for you. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Listen on the replay in my car a lot. Thank you, Kyle. I feel that's my best. I feel you put a little car stereo to me. Maybe if you got bass midway up, I think that's the best. I think it's the best I sound is in car audio. True story. Feel like I'm listening to a podcast, and you are. Once I'm in a car, I'm a podcast. I don't care who you are. Once you're listening to me in a vehicle driving down the road, I'm a podcast. I'm one step away from being a radio star, right? And that's just the way it is. You strike a great balance. Well, thank you, Jerry. I do try. I really do try. I love listening to live streams while on a car trip. I do as well, Midwestern Mary. By the way, can we give Midwestern Mary a round of applause? And I'm going to tell you why. She really went above and beyond with her Halloween videos for us. If some of you have not had a chance to check them out, you really should. They were really fun to look at. And I have to tell you, the one with that big face mask just hammered me. I can't tell you how much I wanted that mask. I loved it. I wish I had that mask. I would have went live with it. That mask was the coolest thing ever. I have to find one now, Ginger Lots. So Midwestern Mary, thank you for all those videos that you did. All of them. They were fun. That's what YouTube is all about, darling. Yes, Ginger, check it out. Mr. Positive, absolutely not. I will always stand on the right side. Thank you, Barnyard. That's one thing I can say about. I can say a lot about Barnyard. I probably shouldn't have said that's one thing I can say for her. I can say a lot, and not knowing her all that long, I can say plenty of things about her. But I will say that she has shown me most definitely that she won't be looking for a particular word. I'm just going to have to say a word I didn't want to use because it's so basic. Here's the word. Here's the word. I didn't want to use the word pushed. The word I was looking for was influenced. She won't be influenced out of her way by anybody. But by that I mean out of her way. She's going to go the direction she feels she needs to go. Meaning she has a full mind and faculties of her own. And no matter the huff and puff that somebody may give her, she's going to go where she's going to go in her thoughts. And she's going to lend her support where it needs to be as she sees fit. And where the cards fall will not be her problem. The cards will fall wherever they may. And I think her and I are very similar in that mindset. So I can really appreciate that. I really can. So here's the thing, people. I would love to continue, but I want to keep this about an hour. And I think we're there now. because if I keep this within an hour, it doesn't take nearly as long for the side chat to catch up with the video when we're through. And I know a lot of people who come back in and watch, they like that side chat to be there. But the longer I go for my phone, the longer it takes for the side chat to catch up and go live. It's just the way it is. And sometimes it can take a full day to the next day to come through. And I hate that, because for me, I like to go back almost immediately when I have time and start reading the side chat and all that I missed. I really enjoy that, people. You have no idea. I look forward to that so much. Because if somebody called me something horrible, I want to know who it was, and I want to know. But I really like to see it. They lurk on side chats, but I mean too. By they, I mean too. Okay, gotcha. All right, everyone. Right is right, wrong is wrong. I hope you all got something from that. I really do. I hope people know where I'm coming from. Thank you. It looks like I got a nice amount of thumbs up and guestbook signatures. If anybody out there wouldn't mind giving me a few more, if you haven't by now, if you feel like you might be able to do that. And in closing, if one more time, if anybody can drop my PayPal link for me toward the end here, and my Cash App, which is $mallerynow. You can just write that in, $mallerynow. It's MALLERY. I really can't do anything on the phone, or I would do it myself. I really do appreciate it. Let's see. They lurk. What else did I get? Liberty, 1 hour is good. All the streams, anything more, you will lose. I agree, Liberty. When I look at a stream, and when I go to look at one and I say, oh my God, it's 3 hours. You know I'm gonna skip and skip and skip. I can't sit and listen to 3 hours of anything. Hell, if it's an hour, I'm skipping until I'm going back and forth. But at least an hour is feasible. If it's good, if it can keep your attention. All right, everyone. All right. Thank you for the links. Thank you for putting my my donation links out there, everybody. I really appreciate it. A girl's got to eat. A girl's got to buy eyeshadow, right? Girls got to do stuff. I might need some more headbands. I'm going to need some more hair. Things, I got to keep it looking cute for y'all. Gotta keep it looking cute, because my mom even said that to me. She hates when I go on camera with no makeup. She don't even care if I'm outside in the Florida sun. I said, Mom, I'm not going outside in the heat of the summer with a full face of makeup. She said, well, you look much better with makeup, Mallory. You should always look your best when you go on camera, Mallory. You just look better with makeup. My mother would say that all the time. Only a mother. You look better with makeup. Put some makeup on. You going on camera? Put some makeup on. Whatever. That's the mother. That's the mother. Stop saying because I sound like an idiot. And put some goddamn makeup on. That's how she likes it. All right, everyone. Thank you for coming through. I hope you all enjoyed this. Happy holiday season to everyone. Truly, give for the right reasons. If you're able to help someone out this year, please help out. I do encourage you, if you're in need, listen, if you need me to share your link out, email me or something, let me know. I'll be more than happy to make a video, to share your story out. If you want to remain anonymous, I can keep that too. Whatever you need from me. If there's something I can do to help get your information out there or relay a need for you to other people who might be able to help you, all you have to do is, my email is in my About section, right? If you're on Twitter, you can find me on Twitter. It's Mallory1214. You can inbox me there. Whatever you need to do, I can do that for you. I'm more than happy to do it for you. And I wish everybody luck, okay? I hope there's a lot under everybody's Christmas tree this year. I truly do. So, till next time, do take care. Bye-bye.